The billionaire father watched from a distance, his gaze locked on the little black girl sitting beside his disabled son. She wasn't just feeding him, she was talking to him, making him laugh, treating him like he mattered. But when a sharp voice cut through the air, shattering the moment, everything changed. No one expected what would happen next, least of all, the man who had everything. The billionaire Daniel Whitmore had built an empire, private jets, luxury cars, a life of excess. But beneath it all, his world revolved around one thing: his son, Liam. Born with a rare condition, Liam struggled to connect with others, often trapped in silence. That's why Daniel was stunned when he saw a young black girl at the park, effortlessly engaging Liam, making him laugh, something even the best therapists had failed to do. But not everyone saw it that way. A disapproving glare from a nearby woman signaled trouble. Something was about to happen, and Daniel had no idea how it would change everything. Daniel's heart tightened as he watched the scene unfold. The young girl, no older than 10, gently wiped Liam's chin after feeding him, her face glowing with kindness. But then, an icy voice cut through the warm afternoon air. "Get away from him." A sharply dressed woman stormed forward, her eyes filled with disgust. "Where are your parents? You don't belong here." The girl flinched, clutching the napkin in her tiny hand. Confusion flickered in Liam's eyes as he sensed the shift in energy. The woman sneered. "Who let you near this boy?" Daniel felt his pulse quicken. He expected the girl to cry or run. Instead, she stood firm. "I was just helping," she whispered, her voice steady but fragile. The woman scoffed, her gaze sweeping over the girl's worn-out sneakers and second-hand dress. "People like you should know their place." Daniel's jaw tightened. He had seen arrogance before. But this was something different. He took a step forward, ready to intervene. But before he could speak, the girl did something that left him, and everyone watching, completely stunned. Before Daniel could say a word, the little girl turned to Liam, smiling softly. "I like helping you," she whispered, ignoring the woman's cruel stare. Then, without hesitation, she reached for Liam's hand and gave it a gentle squeeze, one that spoke of kindness, not status. Silence hung in the air. Daniel's throat tightened. Here was a child who had nothing, yet she was offering more compassion than the wealthy elite around them. And in that moment, he saw everything differently. Without hesitation, Daniel knelt beside her. "What's your name?" he asked. "Amira," she replied. He nodded. "Amira, would you like to help Liam more often?" Her eyes widened. "I'd love to." The woman scoffed, but Daniel turned to her with a cold, measured glare. "Kindness isn't about wealth or race. It's about heart. And this little girl has more of it than you ever will." Days later, the world would hear Amira's story, how a billionaire gave her a scholarship, how one moment of compassion changed her life. But the truth, she had changed his first, because in a world so quick to judge, sometimes it takes the smallest hands to remind us what truly matters. How many more lives could change, and if we only chose to see?